Hey, I'm Chuck Dransfield, and this is my portrait of screen actress Pier Angeli, known for her real name of Anna Maria Pier Angeli, and best known as the one-time great love of James Dean. Pier Angeli was one of the very first actresses to come to Hollywood directly from Italy to actually make a mark in the movies. Pier Angeli met James Dean. It was around the time that he was making East of Eden, which of course was his very first movie. He came out here from Broadway in 1954 and was at Warner Brothers. They met, there were sparks, there was chemistry. I suspect for someone like James Dean, coming from a little farm in Indiana, humble beginnings, that a woman like Pier Angeli just was so exotic and so special. And I think he put her on a pedestal. Something that was very revealing to me. When I was in Fairmount, Indiana, I spent time with his cousin Marcus Winslow, who was basically James Dean's brother because they were raised together under the same roof by the same people. And I also spoke with a couple of people who knew James Dean when they were kids. Quite amazing. And everybody said people called him Jimmy, never James. Well, in the James Dean Museum there, where there's a lot of fascinating artifacts from his life, under glass, they have Pier Angeli's letters to him. And I thought it was interesting that they were all addressed to James, not Jimmy, to James, and written in exquisite handwriting, some of the most beautiful and cultured I've ever seen. But that tells me that he wanted to be called James. It was like he felt special in the presence of Pier Angeli. The big problem was Pier Angeli's possessive Italian mother who said, "Over my dead body, are you marrying that man?" And she did everything to break them up. And of course, Pier Angeli listened to her mother, ended up marrying Vic Damone. And according to legend, outside of the church in West Los Angeles, during the wedding ceremony, a very heartbroken and furious James Dean was on his motorcycle, revving up the engine of his motorcycle to drown out the sounds of the wedding ceremony. Pier Angeli died of suicide at the age of 39, and she would tell friends that James Dean, was the great love of her life.